Somebody stop me. I can't help myself. I can't stop making these. Hi everyone, it's Anne here, and I'm not joking. I cannot stop making these because I just love the colours and the sparkle, and I don't know what it is. Maybe I had a past life in India or something, I don't know, but I'm just so attracted to the colours and the fabrics and the detail. With these you need very few things, and you know can just do it on your lap. What they are is just little patches that I've cut out of these rolls of embellished, I think they're recycled saris, like that. And one roll would make heaps of them. But you just cut out little pieces and just attach them very crudely with big stitches. But when they're finished, I just love how they feel and they look, and I've just pinned a couple of little charms in the corner. If you don't like the white stitching showing, because I've used white thread to stitch all the little bits together, I have a trick which I'll show you later how to get rid of that. But anyway, as I say, they're so simple, but I just love them. But we'll make one together so you see how I did it. I'm actually using this cotton roll. You don't have to use this, but I find it's the right width. And you could also just use a piece of any cotton, or a piece of the India cotton. Anyway, I just doubled up a piece so it was double thickness, just to give it a little bit more thickness, and just cut off a piece that I feel is a size that I want to work with. And then these rolls, as you can see, they're highly embellished. You get these little pieces on the ends there that are very, very embellished with lots of stitching and sequins, embroidery, and all the way through. Every time it changes to something else like that, you get all these different bits and pieces. So you'd only need one of those on an embellishment to make it look great. So you can see how many you get on a roll. Anyway, I do like this, so I'm going to use this as my background. I'm going to take this piece off. It'll be used either on this later or for something else. The thing with this is you don't throw even the smallest pieces away, because you can use them all. So I need a piece about, let me see, about this big. And that's going to be my background piece. So I'll just put that on. I have a needle and thread here with some light coloured cotton in it. And I'm just going to sew with big stitches all around the edge, just tack it down. And if you find your thread is getting knotted all the time, a little trick you can use is this is wax. You could use this is in a little case to make it easy to use, but it's no different than a candle, so you could just use a candle. And if you just run the thread along it, it stops it from getting tangled. If you don't have any of that, but you have some hair wax, then you could use that as well. Okay, now I've been all the way around. I'm just going to do a couple of small stitches. Like that. Just to finish off. Going to need some more thread. And a knot in the end. I'll just run it through that wax because it does help. Okay. Now we're going to need some decoration. So let me see. As I say, I could use this. I wouldn't use the whole piece. I would cut off a little piece because it's so heavily decorated. You only need a little bit. So maybe I'll use a bit of that. Let's have a see what else is on this roll. This is miles of it. I always like those two colours together, but that's too close to the background, so I'll keep going. As you can see, there's so much on a roll. I like that. Still going. Wow. Love that too. Okay, I like the green. Alright, I'm going to cut that off there and use this little piece here. So don't want it that big. Keep that little piece. So maybe that piece there. Okay. So maybe that there and that there, and then I need something for along the bottom. Do I want to use that? Could do. Might use a little piece of this. So along the bottom. Okay, we can see where we're going now. So I'll put this on first. Come up from underneath so my knot's hidden underneath the fabric. And again, just with giant stitches, go all the way around the edge and sew it down. You don't have to be a sewer to do these, which obviously you can see I'm not with this. I'm not taking any care whatsoever. You just have to be able to thread a needle and shove it through the fabric in and out. So I can't really even describe it as hand sewing, because a lot of hand sewing is very painstaking and perfect. So the minimum amount of sewing that's involved, and yet get the maximum amount of effect because somebody has gone before and embellished all these saris, and we're just using little pieces. Okay, take that through to the back, chop it off. And I'm going to put that piece there, overlapping it. It's just the same like you would do if you're doing a paper collage, where you overlap pieces to get an effect. It's no different using fabrics. And you don't have to use these fabrics, I just love them, and that you get such an amazing effect from using them. You could use any fabrics. And because they're so quick to make, I find them very satisfying. And I made about 6 during the length of the video the other night, because I was just, you know, sitting there one after the other, and before I knew it, I'd got a whole pile of them. And the movie finished, and I thought, wow, they're so pretty, I have to do a video. Okay, and the last piece. Do I want it that way around or that way around? I think that way around. Alright, well, we're done. Just finish that off. Okay, now all I did was put on 3 pieces with very crude stitches, and I just love them. It seems like the raggier they are, the more character they have, so you don't need to worry about them being too thready. And then when I've done that, all I did was to pin on a little charm in the corner. Okay, there's another one. Now, it doesn't bother me having the white stitching. As I say, I have a little trick. If it does bother you, just get a box of textures and choosing colours that are similar to what's down there. You can just go along and go over the thread, and actually they disappear. More or less, once you go over them with a colour. Alright, anyway, that's just a little thing if you wanted to get rid of the starkness of the stitches, but I like to see the stitches. Alright, well, that's that. We've got another one to add to the pile. I did also use the same stuff to make these like little samplers. Again, very simple, but these didn't require stitching because I just used a stapler. So, and this has got a paper backing, and then a piece of the sari, the embellished sari, then another little piece of paper, and a couple more bits of sari, a little bit of silk, and then I just folded the top over and put 2 staples in there. So there's no sewing with these ones at all. Again, just look at that, isn't it superb? And this whole piece of embroidery, which would take hours to do, is already done for you. Alright, well that's my take on these. I hope you fall in love with them as much as I have, and that you get the satisfaction and pleasure making them that I have as well. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again very soon, I hope, in the next video. In the meantime, have fun crafting. Bye for now.